Coverage is coming up on our flagship station, 95.7 The Game, after our State Farm postgame show, so you might want to stay tuned for that to see what Steve has to say about tomorrow. I'm sure someone will ask him about that, and of course, if you don't get that, you can always go to soundcloud.com, look for the Warriors, and you can listen to all the postgame sound there. So, anyway, I guess any final thought from you?
No, the Warriors just didn't do enough offensively. When they get 17 points, 6 of 19 shooting, did not get a three. They got 5 free throws in that fourth quarter, and then you go into overtime and you go 2 for 8, and 0 for 5 from 3 there, and then it's almost impossible to win a game that way, even if you play pretty good defense and you only score 4 points in an overtime period. You're not going to win.
Absolutely not going to win. And I think that's really a recipe to be where they are, which is kind of lost in the middle of the pack or toward the bottom of the pack, depending on, they're going to, if they don't have everybody in uniform, tomorrow night it's going to be incredibly tough. And so, they could come out of this trip 1-2 with Dallas, waiting for them at home on Saturday. So, this week, which could have been a very good week now, looks very, very difficult for Golden State. Warriors falling to 26 and 25. By the way, Golden State made a total of 27 free throws, and that means that a total of $12,500 to be donated to the Warriors Community Foundation, benefiting education-focused nonprofits in the Bay Area, as part of the Free Throws for Futures program powered by the PG&E Corporation Foundation. And yes, that was one sentence. Go to warriors.com/free throws to learn more. All right, JB.
Disappointing.
Yep.
It's a gut wrench there. You get kicked in the gut, especially what you've already choreographed. 14-point lead early in the fourth quarter, and you end up going to overtime and losing in overtime. And they just ran out of steam at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they didn't get a lot other than Kevon Looney and Kuminga and DiVincenzo. They went with an 8-man rotation. Lamb played 7 minutes, so I think there'll be a lot of minutes available tomorrow night. All right, JB, we'll see you on the bus and the plane. It's not going to be a fun ride to Denver, that's for sure.
No, it's not, Tim. Thank you.
All right. Let's get to your Kaiser Permanente scoreboard right now. We start off with the game between Philadelphia and Orlando. James Harden from downtown.
Pick and roll and beating Harden. James to Joel. Joel back out to Harden. Harden for 3. It's good. James Harden, 6 threes in the game. And he is really helping the Sixers to create separation. Joel Embiid with the assists. Harden, 25 points.
And Philadelphia comes away with a win, 105-94. They're 33 and 17 on the season. Harden would finish with 26 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds for Philadelphia. The Magic fall to 20 and 32. The Portland Trailblazers were in Memphis taking on the Grizzlies, and watching the score all night long looked like a close game.
Blazers by 3. Simons the cross and drive. Lays it up. Rejected by Morant. And a goaltend is called. Count the bucket for Anthony Simons. Blazers lead by 5. Their largest lead of the game.
And they would outscore the Grizzlies 38-22. They were down 6 to start the fourth quarter. They win by 10 in Memphis, 122-112. Trailblazers 25 and 26. They're a game back of the Warriors. The Grizzlies fall to 32 and 19. Damian Lillard had 42 in this one with 10 assists. John Morant had 32 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. Boston taking on Brooklyn. Jason Tatum was firing.
When Derek White kicked to the right corner, Jalen looking for a 6th 3 of the night, and he's got it with 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And he's just shooting it with ease.
Not much of a game in Boston. They outscored the Nets 46-16 in the first quarter. They cruised to a 139-96 win. Tatum with 31 points. He had 8 3-pointers. The Celtics had 8 3-pointers in the first quarter to jump out to that 30-point lead. Tatum 31 and 9 boards. Kyrie Irving had 20 in defeat. Nets are 31 and 20. Boston, the league best, 37 and 15. Houston taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shot clock at 7. Christopher splits the circles. Down the lane he goes. Finger roll layup off the window and in. Hard fought possession and a pay for Josh Christopher, who's got 10. 195. Rockets up by 5 with 5:45 remaining.
Matt Thomas on the call. The Rockets Radio Network, they win 112-106 over Oklahoma City, who fall to 24-27. Rockets are 13-38. Josh Giddey, 20 points, 8 boards, 8 assists. And Eason had 20 points and 13 rebounds for the victorious Rockets. Meanwhile, Sacramento taking on San Antonio.
Here's Sabonis inside. He scores again, and he's fouled. Sabonis shouldering his way inside. Boy, the matchup with Zach Collins against Sabonis just does not work well from the Spurs standpoint.
That's Gary Gerald, the longtime voice of the Sacramento Kings. They win 119-109 to run their record under Mike Brown to 29-21. Spurs fall to 14-38. Domantas Sabonis, 34 points and 11 rebounds. Jakob Poeltl at 18-12 for the Spurs. Elsewhere on the card right now, we have 2 games in progress. 7:23 to go in Salt Lake City. Jazz 104, Toronto 100. Lauri Markkanen has 21 for the moment. Fred VanVleet 25. And the Atlanta Hawks are handing it to the Phoenix Suns right now, 64-44 with 1:59 to go before halftime. Well, the Warriors blow a 14-point fourth quarter lead. I know you've heard that before, but the Warriors have, again, simply not had the ability to close out games this year, and they let this one get away this time here at the Target Center in Minneapolis as they lose 119-114 in overtime and head for Denver tomorrow night. The upcoming broadcasts are brought to you by Ticketmaster. Warriors in Denver tomorrow night, 5:30 the airtime, 6 o'clock with the tip on 95.7 The Game, our flagship station, and the Warriors Radio Network. And then Saturday, 5 o'clock with the airtime, 5:30 with the tip as the Warriors take on the Dallas Mavericks. R.C. Davis back in his studios is going to close out the State Farm postgame show after these words on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
All right, there's head coach Chris Finch in his post-game media press conference after a 119-114 victory in overtime against the Golden State Warriors. A lot of big performances, a lot of numbers to throw at you. We'll pare it down to our 3 factors next on the XL Energy Timberwolves Radio Network.
You've heard of all work and no play. Not at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Known across the region as Minnesota's premier entertainment destination, the island prioritizes fun and offers excellent benefits. Flexibility, unlimited opportunities, winning experiences, and more. All day, every day. With their wide variety of departments, there's something for everyone. Take the island way to a unique and exciting career. Apply today at TICasino.com.
At Target, we're home court advantage for the hometown sports fans. And with the Timberwolves season in full gear, we're here to help you gear up and make your game day prep a slam dunk. Hear that? That's what you call a buzzer-beating three-pointer for the win. Time to dish up your famous nachos or put a full-court press on some jalapeno poppers. Then serve up some sweet desserts to celebrate the W. However you do game day, we're here for it at Target and Target.com.
You're listening to the post-game show on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Keep going. I mean, I want to win. I want to win bad. So I don't care how many shots I miss. I don't care how many opportunities. I'm going to keep going. And my teammates, they helped me with that. They kept telling me to keep going. So, I mean, that's big.
Naz Reid was big tonight. He is in the starting lineup for the 8th time this season. The Wolves are now 6-2 in his starts. Wolves go to 7-3 without Rudy Gobert this season. He was a late scratch before this one with a groin.
Opener from LiftMaster. With LiftMaster's MyQ connectivity, my garage door opener can be controlled right from my smartphone. You'll know when a door or gate has been left open and can close it with a tap no matter where I am. Be one of the first 10 callers and receive 20% off a LiftMaster garage door opener.
Call 1-800-FIX-A-DOOR. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
Bud Light was brewed to be a delicious and easy to drink beer, even when the little things in life are hard. Like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it, and a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Dub Nation, you're listening to the Warriors post-game show presented by State Farm.
Here's R.C. Davis.
Golden State led by 14 in this one, the largest margin of the game midway through the fourth. Then the Wolves went on an 18-4 run in which the Warriors shot just 2 of 10 with 4 turnovers over that stretch as Minnesota took the lead late. Warriors with just 1 assist and 6 turnovers in that fourth quarter before overtime as the Warriors' 3-game winning streak is halted with another disappointing loss. The Dubs made 11 threes tonight, which means $5,500 will be donated to benefit local organizations and underserved youth as part of the Hoops for Kids program presented by Salesforce. Visit warriors.com/kids for more info. Jordan Poole picked up technical late in the third quarter, led to 18 points and 7 rebounds in the starting role. Klay Thompson, who could not find his shot in that pivotal fourth quarter, finished with 14. Andrew Wiggins, 16 points and 7 boards versus his old squad. Draymond Green, bad traveling call late in overtime, 10 points and 12 rebounds. Our Mercedes-Benz performance of the game, as usual, comes from Stephen Curry.
Edwards, top of the key, guarded by Lamb. Goes to work, his pass stolen by Kuminga. Great play by Jonathan. Bounce pass behind Lamb. Lamb goes to the ground to get it. Finds Curry through traffic from his knees. And Curry hits the three from the left corner.
Are they going to give him an assist on that?
He's better giving him an assist on that.
Oh, my.
Curry, 29 points, 10 rebounds, and a block shot. Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the Warriors. Turnovers, they had 17, leading to 24 Wolves points. Rebounding edge went to the Warriors, 58-53. The Warriors missed 7 free throws on the night. The Dubs made 3 dunks, which means $6,000 are going to be donated by Rakuten to the Warriors Community Foundation as part of the Dunks for Donations program, presented by Rakuten. Thank you, Rakuten, and go Warriors. Kevon Looney played very well tonight off the bench, 10 points, 9 boards, and 2 blocks. Dante DiVincenzo filled up the stat sheet as usual, 7 points, 5 dimes, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Jonathan Kuminga, 10 points, 3 boards, a steal, and a block. State Farm, it has surprisingly great rates on car insurance. You'll get coverage that meets your needs at a price that fits your budget. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Minnesota, 6 games for Curry, where he takes 8 shots. He's got 21 points. His team is a plus 13 in 18 minutes. How are they going to compete with that if he duplicates that in the second half? But the problem for the Warriors is that he couldn't duplicate that in the second half. In the second half and overtime, Curry had 8 points. He shot 3 of 13. He was 0 of 5 from deep. He was 2 of 3 at the free throw line. And in 25 minutes on the floor in the second half, Curry was a minus 18. That is a big-time factor in one of the reasons why the Wolves come away with a win here tonight. Our third factor will go to some smaller, under-the-radar performances tonight. One, to Austin Rivers. He plays 28 minutes tonight. He scores 10 points. He had 4 rebounds. He had 5 assists. He had 1 steal. He had 1 block. He was a plus 15, and his entire plus 15 came in the 13 minutes he played in the fourth quarter and overtime. So he was a plus 0 through the first 3 quarters, but he got minutes in the fourth and overtime, especially after D'Angelo Russell fouled out for the 4th career time. 13 minutes of the 17 of fourth quarter and overtime. Austin Rivers was tremendous. Knocked down a couple of big corner threes, not late, but early, and that was much needed. Taurean Prince didn't have a great game. 21 minutes, 5 points. He was 2 of 7 shooting, 1 of 6 from deep, but he saved his best for last. His overtime 3 in front of the Warriors bench was absolutely crucial. Big performance by Taurean Prince. And then the big 3 really carried the way. I mean, I think going back to the Curry factor, you've got to give Austin Rivers credit there, and you've got to give Jaden McDaniels a lot of credit there. Jaden finished with 9 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, couple of blocks. He had 1 steal. He was tremendous. I'm very intrigued to see what the numbers are in the defensive matchup against Steph Curry and how Curry fared when he was guarded by McDaniels, guarded by Prince, guarded by Rivers, and whoever else matched up against him. tonight. The big three tonight was Russell, Edwards, and Reed. They combined for 80 points. All of them 24 or more, and Nas added the 13 rebounds. Kyle Anderson, plus 17. He had 12 rebounds. It was huge tonight. It takes a village. It takes that kind of group effort, especially when you're shorthanded without Towns and without Gobert and without your backup point guard in Jordan McLaughlin. The Wolves needed good performances up and down the lineup, and they got it tonight. Big win tonight. I thought this Warriors team was starting to hit its stride, and it looked like for much of this game, the Warriors were pretty much unstoppable offensively, but the Wolves held them to 17 fourth-quarter points, 22 in the third, 17 in the fourth, 4 in overtime, and they win it 119-114. Those are your three factors in a 119-114 overtime win over Golden State. This is the Federated Insurance post-game show, recognizing Mid-Country Machinery as the Federated Insurance Business Partner of the Month. That's going to do it for our portion of the post-game here from the radio platform in section 132 of the lower bowl. Stay tuned. Cal Soderquist continues with the rest of the post-game next, all across the XL Energy Timberwolves Radio Network.
When it comes to your health, the unknown can be unsettling. But there's one thing that can calm that uncertainty: an answer. Mayo Clinic uncovers answers every day through exploration, teamwork, and innovation, which can lead to even more answers and help to find a path forward. So if that's what you're looking for, you know where to go. Mayo Clinic. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/answers.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you.
I meant US Bank.
I knew that.
US Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point of sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what US Bank is for. US Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to the post-game show on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
How about that? A second straight night of free basketball here at the Target Center. You've still got an opportunity to scoop up your tickets at timberwolves.com/tickets. Still a couple games left on this homestand, and, well, they have been fun to say the least. Welcome back inside the Federated Insurance postgame show, recognizing Mid-Country Machinery as your business partner of the month here on the Timberwolves Radio Network. You've heard Alan's three factors. You've heard from head coach Chris Finch. And you've heard from Nas Reed moments after that final horn sounded, discussing this Timberwolves win. It took an extra 5 minutes, but they got it done against the defending champs. What a game this was. Still to come on the post-game coverage. We'll dive into some of the highlights. We'll also get inside that Timberwolves locker room and potentially hear from a player or two reacting to this victory, in which the Wolves erased a 14-point fourth-quarter deficit. Let's start, though, with the highlights. Timberwolves hosting the champs here at the Target Center. Minnesota trying to bounce back after the overtime setback on Monday against the Sacramento Kings, and tonight hosting a Warriors squad that entered this matchup winners of 3 straight and 5 of their last 7, including for the first time all season, they had strung back-to-back road victories together. Remember the struggles they had early in the season away from the Chase Center, but early in this one, it was a former Timberwolf getting things going offensively against this Warriors squad. A former Warriors player against his former squad.
They're also up there in turnovers, 29th in the league in turnover rate. They average 17 a game. Russell open left side, catch and shoot 3 against one of his former teams. His second triple after D'Lo went 2 for 10 from beyond the arc the other night. 16-8. Wolves are doubling up the Warriors. 7:30 left to go opening quarter.
That 8-point lead in the first frame, as large as it would get for the Timberwolves. And later in the quarter, both of these teams trading triples.
Fell back from that collision, not Jaden McDaniels. Here's Ant dribbling into a straightaway 3. Got it. 7 for Anthony Edwards, his first 3 of the night. Ant missed his first 3. There's DiVincenzo, a drive shot rejected by Jaden McDaniels. Ant back the other way. Quick crossover, top of the key. In the paint, lost the ball. DiVincenzo scoops it up off to Curry. On the move, he'll stop, pop, straightaway 3, automatic. Automatic. 24-22, Golden State by 2.
Those two guys were your leading scorers in that opening frame. Steph Curry had 13, 3 of 4 from long range. Ant, meanwhile, with 10. And there was the Warriors carrying a 2-point lead into the second, 34-32. Timberwolves started that second frame with a mini 6-0 burst to take the lead, but the majority of that quarter belonged to this man and the Warriors.
Their offense just too much. Curry with it against McDaniels up top. Timberwolves do not have a foul to give. Off the screen by Wiggins. Curry will pop on a right angle 3 and drain it. Another triple for Steph Curry. It's up to 21 here in the first half. That's his 5th 3 of the night.
21, all of them from long range. He was a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line and knocked down 5 of 7 triples in that first half. And Steph and the Warriors closing that second quarter on an 18-6 burst. They boosted the lead as large as 11 very, very briefly, but Minnesota got 2 back before that halftime horn sounded. 71-62 Warriors with the 9-point cushion. Still a 9-point Warriors lead. 6 minutes left, 6 minutes gone in that third quarter as Anthony Edwards, he and the Wolves got to within 7, but then the Timberwolves really struggled over the final few minutes of that third quarter. They finished the frame missing 17 of their final 20 field goal attempts. In total in the quarter, they shot just 29% from the field, 1 of 11 from deep, and went 5 of 12 from the free throw line. Add it all up, they trailed by 11 entering the fourth, and you felt like some of those missed shots in the second half of that third would loom large. But as the Warriors briefly boosted their lead as large as 14 early in the fourth quarter, the Timberwolves and D'Angelo Russell came roaring back.
He launches a deep 3. It was halfway down. It popped out, and Naz Reid collects the rebound. Down by 4 and with possession. Here's Russell up into the front court, off a screen by Naz Reid. Between the legs, works on Looney, trying to free himself. Here comes a step back 3. It's online, and he hits again. D'Lo red hot here in the fourth quarter to bring the Wolves to within 1. 29 in the game, 14 in the quarter.
Yeah, that triple and those 14 points, part of a 21-6 Timberwolves rally to take the lead. So again, D'Lo with 14 of those 21 in that burst. Timberwolves had the lead. A pair of Jordan Poole free throws gave Golden State the advantage back, and then Naz Reid and Steph Curry trading a couple of big buckets late in that fourth quarter.
Russell rejects the McDaniel screen, then does use it. And D'Lo drives in, double clutches, kicks out. Anderson corner to the angle. Naz Reid, flyby. Naz fires on the 3 and strokes it. He pump faked Draymond Green right out of his shoes, and Draymond tried to grab Naz a little bit as he went by to knock him out of rhythm. Naz just stroked it. His second 3 of the second half. Curry back the other way. Driving layup ties the game. 110, 137 left to go.
Target Center absolutely electric tonight, as it has been throughout this homestand, but you could feel a special sort of energy in the building. Of course, lots of Warriors fans wearing the yellow and blue number 30 jerseys largely, and they certainly were happy to see Steph Curry tie the game back up after a big-time bucket from Naz gave the Timberwolves that lead. Final few seconds of regulation, Timberwolves did get a stop on a Curry elbow jumper that would have put Golden State up with just about 4 seconds left. Wolves get the rebound, called timeout, but really couldn't manufacture a good look at the end of regulation. So for the second straight game, the Timberwolves were headed for an extra 5 minutes. 2 quick whistles on D'Angelo Russell in the first 30 seconds of the overtime, and all of a sudden he had fouled out. So in a game, the Wolves were already, of course, missing Karl Anthony Towns and Jordan McLaughlin. No Rudy Gobert due to that lingering groin issue. All of a sudden, one of the key catalysts in the fourth quarter rally forced to exit with still 4 minutes and change left in the overtime. Andrew Wiggins, he made the first bucket of OT. Then Minnesota took full advantage of second chances a couple possessions later.
Naz Reid out, Taurean Prince in. Here's Ant with it up top against Curry, right into dribble, cut off, zips it underneath. Anderson, a pump fake. Kyle gets rid of it to the corner. It's Prince on the 3 ball. He comes up short. Kyle Anderson came from out of bounds to inbounds to knock it to Rivers to the corner. Prince, and he puts the Wolves up by 1 with a corner 3. 113-112. Big time shot by Torian Prince. Here's Klay Thompson, wing left. Curry slips the screen. Thompson up top to Draymond. Now Poole with it right side. Little shake and bake off the green screen. Top of the key. On Anderson drives in. His shot rejected. Kyle swatted it off the window. Anderson clutches his back. He looks like he's hurt. Timberwolves in the front court. 4-on-4 basketball.
Yeah, big time swat there by KA, but he may have suffered a back injury in the process. Warriors and Wolves then traded misses, then 4 straight from Anthony Edwards, put the Wolves up 5, and you thought we were going to be able to exhale for the final minute and change. Jordan Poole once again got the Warriors back to within 3, but time was running out for Golden State. Less than a minute to play. Timberwolves with possession after once again Anthony Edwards missed a triple that would have made it a 6-point lead. Steph Curry then missed a potential game-tying look with 32 seconds left. The Wolves had possession, looking to put this one away.
25 seconds left to go in the game. Shot clock at 15. There is a 9-second differential. Ant with it up top. He can seal it against Wiggins. Spin move at the elbow. Leans in out to the corner. Nas, 3-ball on the way. Oh, he missed it long. It was online. Nas with the offensive rebound. Oh, drives in it. Throws it down with the right hand with 8.3 seconds left. Warriors inbound. It's Green up the center of the floor. It's 119-114. Curry a desperation 3. It's short. Nas the rebound. The horn sounds. This ball game is over. Nas Reed seals it with an offensive rebound and a thunderous slam in traffic. And then Curry's desperation heave makes it official. Wolves win 119-114.
Oh, what fun they had at the Target Center tonight. What resilience displayed by this Timberwolves team. Again, missing several key players. They got big-time efforts from guys like Nas Reed. D'Angelo Russell, certainly. Anthony Edwards really had to fight for everything he got tonight. And some big-time minutes in different stretches, really, from guys like Torian Prince, Austin Rivers, Kyle Anderson. The list goes on and on and on. Everyone gets some credit in this 119-114 Timberwolves victory in overtime against the defending world champion Golden State Warriors. We mentioned he fouled out very early in the extra session, but we would not have gone to overtime if not for D'Angelo Russell. He had 14 points in that 21-6 Timberwolves run. D'Lo providing the instant offense like only he can after the Wolves very quickly fell behind by 14 in that fourth quarter. So he was instrumental in the rally, and he steps to the podium right now to meet with the media after this victory.
What, from your eyes, made the difference down the stretch?
I just think as a group, we just did it, collectively. It was just a balanced game from our group. Everybody pitched in defensively, offensively. Communication was huge tonight, so our bench was even huge for us too.
D'Angelo, in the second half and overtime, defense seemed to go to another level. What worked well for you? What did you guys harness as a group to be able to hold down a really talented offense?
I was just taking what they were giving us. Their defense it's a lot of scheming to it, and they make you think and make you use your second and third option. Tonight we were trusting it. Offensively getting quality shots, and that led to us having the energy and the will to play defense on the other end. And you shoot good shots, or it's easy to get back in transition. That team's really dangerous in transition. So
when you guys get down like you were, double digits, do you put anything extra on yourself to try and give a lift and shoot you guys back into the game, or is there any mentality that way?
It's different every night. For us as a group, when we turn the ball over and we got a 10, 12-point lead, it lets the team back in it. Knowing the stats, that team leads the NBA in turnovers, so knowing that they would, give us a few opportunities to get back in it as well, and that's what happened tonight.
How did you just see Nas battle out there the way that he did?
Huge. Not even scoring. He was just committed to whatever it took to win. All the winning plays. He was scraping up defensive rebounds, and he was boxing out. He was attacking, Draymond, guys like that. He was making it hard for him.
Down the stretch, you were doing a lot of communicating, a lot of directing traffic on the offensive end. For you as a leader, how important is that vocality and like, having people hear your voice down the stretch of big games like this?
I guess it's huge because, not everybody has the confidence at the end of the game to make a play, and to want to make the play too. A lot of guys want to kind of be in the shadows with it, and I'm a guy that's kind of always wanting the ball, wanting opportunity, wanting it, no matter how big the stage is. So for me to talk in those situations and give guys confidence and just words of encouragement to where the moment isn't that big, and I try to do that with my play. But when you see a young guy or you see a few young guys in that moment, that opportunity, you can't be a fan of it. You got to attack it. And that's the only really way to be successful in it.
And is that something that you've sort of like worked on and crafted over time, or is that something that's always come more naturally to you?
I just took what I've seen. I've been around a lot of the greats in the game, and I've added a lot of that to my toolbox. I got to play with Kobe, and I've seen how he attacked the game mentally every day. Not really physically, but mentally. When his body really couldn't go no more, he still had that killer mentality, and that. A lot of the time, that confidence gets you over the hump.
There's D'Angelo Russell. He was dialed in mentally, physically, however you want to put it. He and the Timberwolves make it quite a comeback victory, and they needed all of it from D'Lo and company, as again they were without Rudy Gobert in this one, in addition to Karl Anthony Towns. 119-114 is your final in overtime. We'll take one final pause, come back, put a bow on our network post-game coverage. Try to get inside that Timberwolves locker room. Sounds like Anthony Edwards might be ready to meet with the media soon. We'll get you that right after this on the XL Energy Timberwolves Radio Network.
Your home for Timberwolves basketball is Bally Sports North.
Oh my goodness!
Stream games live on the Bally Sports app. And now on Bally Sports Plus, the all-new standalone streaming subscription service from Bally Sports.
Putting everybody on notice!
Timberwolves basketball all season long on Bally Sports North, the Bally Sports app, and Bally Sports Plus.
He puts it up! Oh!
Visit BallySportsPlus.com to learn more and subscribe.
The hunt is on, Wolves fans. Lock in for the final 15 home games with 100-level tickets starting at $27 and 200-level tickets starting at $10.
It's Kyle Anderson with the ball off ahead to Ant. Back to D'Lo. Off to Ant. He'll throw it down, and that seals the deal.
By securing a seat, you'll get single-game playoff priority access. Be in the building and make Target Center the home of the Howl.
Ant fires on the three and ties the game.
Get tickets at timberwolves.com/single.
Fans, the Timberwolves and Arby's are looking to get you free meats this season by lighting it up from downtown with the We Have the Threes promotion. That's right, we have the threes. So every time the pack cashes in 12 threes at a home or away game, all fans with a Timberwolves mobile app can get a free Arby's classic beef and cheddar sandwich. Just head to your nearest Arby's, show them your app, and boom. Limit one per customer and is valid at participating stores in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. For a complete list of participating stores, visit timberwolves.com/Arby's.
Want to go to the game? Adam Carter and I give away Wolves tickets from 9 to noon on Wednesdays on News Talk 830 WCCO.
Timberwolves get this victory tonight, a 119-114 overtime win against the defending champion Golden State Warriors. Second straight game that needed an extra 5 minutes here at the Target Center. So if you're sensing a theme, secure those tickets at timberwolves.com/tickets while you still can. You're getting free basketball now, back-to-back nights in this homestand, and the matchups, as we mentioned, have been electric. Tip of the cap to the fans in the building throughout this homestand, as we've had great atmospheres for these games, and the Timberwolves leaning on that home court advantage in victories such as this. D'Angelo Russell, he led the way for the Wolves with those 29 points. Again, 14 came during that fourth quarter rally when the Wolves erased that early fourth quarter deficit. So great to see D'Lo come alive when they needed it most. Anthony Edwards, he had some big buckets in the overtime and in the fourth quarter down the stretch of regulation. He finished with 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. He had to work for all of it, got plenty of defensive attention here this evening, and it sounds like he is meeting with the media right now. Let's go inside that Timberwolves locker room and take a listen to Ant postgame after this overtime win over the Warriors.
And Nas seems to have a habit out of this.
You said Nas?
Yeah, when the big opportunity comes, he steps up.
He show
What have you
up.
just thought of him, and every time he's been asked to step into the starting role this year.
I mean, at this point, we just know what to expect from him. Like, if he inserted into the starting lineup, we know he's gonna show up big. So we're used to it now.
It's one of those things where, like, when he starts and you play a lot of minutes, you really get into a rhythm with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because he can really shoot it, man. And I tell him don't stop shooting. So you can see tonight that he came up big by shooting the ball for us.
What did you think of that last play where he got the rebound and saved it?
When I threw the ball?
When he missed the three and grabbed the board and went and dunked it, like, what did you
Oh, yeah. I was screaming in aim when he got the rebound, like, no, like, come back. But I really wasn't even paying attention to the clock, but he dunked the hell out of it. I ain't gonna lie, he good, man. He good. He good.
What does it say about him that he was going at Draymond all night? That he's not afraid of something like that.
Man, I don't see why anybody would be afraid of another man, but Nas showed that he got a lot of, so we love Nas, man. Like I'm rooting for Nas. Nas gonna be super good, man.
Did a switch flip for you in overtime as far as just being aggressive and really going back to get into the rack?
Yeah, for sure. Cause all my shots was back rim. Like I'm like, man, I ain't finna keep shooting. So I just decided to get to the rim, a couple times.
What do you think about seeing D'Lo there in the fourth quarter, scoring 14 straight points for you guys?
Ooh, he shoot it. We tell him, man, don't stop shooting. Even if he missing in the beginning, we know he gonna find it. Like he shoot the ball so well. Yeah.